This is an introduction to my book, Choose Life, an awareness and practical empowerment workbook for survivors of childhood sexual abuse. As a survivor of childhood sexual abuse, I have learned so much about myself since I spoke out 28 years ago. For many years, my experience led me to believe that I was worth nothing more than what my abuse left me feeling. Worthless, weak, unlovable, and used. I did not realise my view of self was tainted because of the trauma I had experienced as a child, and that because I operated out of a mindset of hopelessness, it allowed an open door for other people at times to use and abuse me. My mind became a breeding ground that allowed a repetitive cycle of destructive emotions to culminate in behaviour that only served to validate the negative feelings held deep inside me. It is only through a relationship with Jesus Christ that I found the courage to step out from behind the mask of fear, rejection and shame that kept me captive for so long. I no longer see myself as a hopeless case. When I look in the mirror, I see a strong, courageous, valuable, creative and lovable woman who, in spite of much adversity, has overcome many challenges. I see a woman who not only has a lot to offer those closest to her and her immediate community, but also, I believe, the world. The journey to healing from abuse at times has been painful and hard, but also empowering. As I have faced each revelation and challenge head on, gaining victory over what has hindered me, the living God has helped me to experience real breakthrough in helping me find my identity. Each memory, fear and feeling of pain held within me has slowly been released and healed through my faith in Jesus. He is my cornerstone and strength in enabling me to be resilient and determined to claim back my life. I liken the process of healing from childhood sexual abuse to the analogy of an onion. As I've walked through the steps of restoration, each peeled back layer has revealed fears, insecurities, hidden memories and psychological effects that stood in the way of me getting to know who I really was. Each layer of past experience is interjected with the blur memory of the promise of the young woman I could have grown up to be before that promise was thwarted. Forgotten and buried deep within the trauma that sought to eclipse my soul, I had to make a choice to fight not only for my survival, but also against the misconceptions society has about what a survivor of sexual abuse is supposed to be in the aftermath. It is by the grace of God, with courage and time on my side, that I have got to where I am today. By facing each challenge one at a time, things that I thought were impossible to get over, I have overcome. With God, all things are possible. No matter where you are on your journey to restoration and healing, my hope is this book can support you at whatever stage you find yourself. I am not a counsellor or a therapist. I'm just someone who wants to share and use my experiences to support and help others who have been through similar experiences to me. The aim of this self-help book, which has been written by me from a survivor's perspective, is to provide you with information concerning issues surrounding sexual abuse and its aftermath, and to give commentary and insight from my point of view to raise awareness and to help you on your journey to healing. My intention in presenting both factual and personal information is to empower you to believe you can overcome your past. This is not a trip in wishful thinking. I am living proof that it is possible. I am truthful about how my experiences affected me at different stages of my life, and I've included diary entries and poems from a certain period of my life to show you a small glimpse of the battles I was going through. I have included self-help exercises, affirmations and declarations created by me from things I found helpful over the years, and posed questions to get you thinking about your experience and journey. I have written this book to encourage you. Whilst engaging in the writing exercises, be honest and open, for the aim is to empower you. You don't have to share what you write unless you want to. It is completely up to you. It is your choice. I believe the trauma of childhood sexual abuse tends to have a detrimental impact on thought and decision processes, and therefore becomes an obstacle in moving beyond the past. I have found this to be true from my own experience and the years I have spent supporting other survivors. It proves very difficult to make positive and productive decisions when you are emotionally wounded and feeling hopeless. What is needed in these times of emotional instability and uncertainty is a foundation of truth to stand on, something outside of yourself that you can stand firm on in times of personal crisis. The biggest step and decision you will need to make first is to acknowledge what has happened to you, for it is in doing this that the future you desire will become attainable. It is a gradual process of transformation and change, but in acknowledging and taking the first steps to free yourself from the prison of your past, you will make space in your heart and mind to envision your future hopes and dreams. You can and will have a promising future.